guys, welcome back. Chubby Phil here. Thank you for joining me as I continue my journey to check out different chicken places in the city. And today we are heading up a place in Brooklyn, New York, a few blocks away from Barclays Center called Pecking House. Mainly because, the day that I'm posting this will be on September 29th, which hits on the same date as the Mid-Autumn Festival. So I'm feeling a little bit festive because of it. So I'm checking out Pecking House because it's a Chinese-owned chicken place. So the concept of Pecking House started off as a pop-up back in 2020 during the pandemic. Eric Huang, the owner of Pecking House, mainly started this as a way to help out his parents after their restaurant closed down. So he decided to put on his apron and start frying some chicken. And instead of having a brick and mortar establishment, it was more of a delivery-based establishment. And it became so popular that eventually they did open up a brick and mortar which is where I'm sitting right now. And there's a big variety of different fried chickens for you to choose from. You can choose chili, naked, extra hot, or in my case, I chose salty egg because, like I said before, I'm feeling a little bit festive, mainly because we're getting closer to the Mid-Autumn Festival. So there's nothing more Chinese than salted eggs, right? And also I am trying out their Pecking House chicken sandwich, mainly because, their name is on that actual sandwich menu selection, so it has to be pretty good. So that's why I'm checking out on. And also along with the chicken, it came with, you get to choose a different side, and what I chose today was the dirty fried rice. And for dessert, I chose the peanut butter pudding. We're gonna check that out also. And first, I think we're gonna start off with the Pecking House chicken sandwich, and also on top of it, I added foie gras. See how buttery the bun is, the brioche, and all the different sauces that's inside of it. It must be so nice and sweet and savory, and the pickles. Oh man, I can't even imagine how delicious this is gonna be. And the fried chicken. I've tried several different flavors of fried chickens in the past, but never salted eggs. This is definitely worth trying out. Well, we're gonna go with the sandwich first. Oh wow, it's so crunchy. I'm not sure if the mic caught all the crunchiness, but man, so good. The sauce is nice and creamy, nice and sweet. Oh, wow. The chicken is so juicy. Okay. Oh, wow. I am making a huge mess right now. Originally, I wanted to give you guys a nice close-up on how juicy the chicken is, but I'm really scared I'm going to make a big mess. Try to put a little bit of that. I mean, I'm shooting my iPhone right now, so maybe you won't get to see the juiciness of it, or at least get a clear picture of it, but it's still very shiny, so I'm assuming you guys get the picture. So good. So juicy. All the sauce, all the juice of the chicken is just dripping out. So flavorful. I can see why people love coming here. And one thing I forgot to mention is all the chicken here comes from a Pennsylvania farm where all the chicken is free range and there's no antibiotics and no GMOs. So everything here is just clean eating. Or at least that's what I'm assuming with clean eating meats, right? So compared to other restaurants, like these chicken sandwiches and these chickens might be a little bit more expensive compared to the other places. But you know what? It's well worth it because it's so tasty, it's so juicy, and also it's so clean because of the aspect that there's no antibiotics on any of these chicken. Oh my god. Here are the onions. All the onions. Inside of it, you can definitely taste the foie gras. Oh my god, the umami-ness of it. So good. So besides for the Pecking House chicken sandwich, there's also the spicy chicken sandwich. But I want to leave some room for the actual fried chicken, so I didn't want to get two sandwiches. But the next time when I come back, I do want to check out the spicy chicken sandwich, just to see if it holds up against the Pecking House chicken sandwich. So, I pretty much ate all the chicken, but even with the sauce and the onions, it's still really tasty. Can't stop eating this. Alright, let me clean this up first, and I'll continue. Alright, time for a little bit of the side of the dirty fried rice. So, with what I know is that dirty fried rice is more of a southern thing, more of a, I think, Louisiana. But the fact that it became a fried rice, it's kind of a fusion of southern and Asian. Because normally dirty rice, not dirty fried rice, dirty rice would have a whole bunch of different meats in it. And the whole reason why it's called dirty rice is because after you cook it, it looks dirty, but it tastes delicious. And here, I'm assuming it's the same idea, but except they fry it. Has a nice texture to it. Has a nice sweet, a bit of spice to it. I think there's definitely some peppers in it. There's green onions. Nice and moist, but not to the point where it's soggy. It's perfectly cooked. Because there's definitely a little bit, you can definitely tell it's fried because there's a little bit of crispiness to it too. Not to the point where like you get a crunch, but it's almost there. Okay, let's not get filled up with the dirty fried rice because we still gotta go with try out the salty egg fried chicken. Oh my god, you can definitely taste the salty egg. So normally I'm not a salty egg kind of guy. I don't think like anything too salty. It actually took me a while to get used to salty fish, honestly. But that's mainly because I like a specific fried rice called fried rice with salty fish, and chopped up chicken. That's delicious. If you ever go to a Chinese restaurant, definitely order that if you like salty stuff, or if you can't handle salty stuff. And in this case, since I normally don't like salty eggs, I'm surprised that I'm actually enjoying this because it is nice and juicy too. It's not too overbearing, even though it does taste like a salty egg. Wow. The crust, there's a powdery texture to it, which makes it extra, somehow gives you more of that salty egg flavor. I don't know how they made this. How could you possibly turn like a salty egg into powder? I'm sure there's a way to it. And Eric Kwong was able to figure it out. The chicken is nice and juicy, but I think it's easy to do that mainly because there's dark meat. But I think this is dark meat also. So like the big thing with Chinese culture is a lot of times we normally try to avoid white meat because there's not much flavor to it. So we're all about flavor. So we're always going for the dark meat stuff, the meat that's closer to the bone, really. Because like I said in an earlier video, that's where you get the natural flavor and juice from the bones. But next time when I come back, I do want to try out the chili sauce instead, because on Yelp and on Instagram, everyone is raving over the chili flavored fried chicken. I never heard anyone rave about the salty egg though, but it's definitely worth trying. It's good. It tastes good. So, what I ordered was the two piece combo, which comes with one side. But if you have more people here, or if you're really hungry, you can also order the 3-piece with 2 sides. Besides for the dirty fried rice, another side I kind of want to try out is the cheddar cornbread with apple honey. That sounds interesting. And besides for the chili, I kind of wanted to check out their extra hot. I want to see just how hot it can really be. Because Asians, we really don't like, Chinese culture, we really don't like anything too spicy. And also, if you go for it naked, you can actually ask for a side of chili sauce also. At least that's what they told me at the cash register. Oh my god, I'm already getting full. And I still have dessert. I'm gonna have some of the rice. And some of my beverage. I got the bone. Put it on this side instead. Alright. Look how juicy it is. There's a little oil in the juice. Oh my god. Oh. This isn't dark meat. It's white meat. So they do serve you a mixture of dark meat and white meat. So in this case, since I ordered 2 pieces, I had 1 dark meat, and now I'm having the other white meat. If I get 3 pieces, though, I wonder whether I get the ratio of 2 dark meat and 1 white meat. I kind of wish I could get like 3 dark meat instead, though. But it's still good. It's juicy. Oh my god, I'm getting so stuffed already. Good thing I did not get the 3 pieces with the 2 sides, because I definitely would not have been able to finish that. So if you never checked out like this part of Brooklyn, you definitely should, because besides for Pecking House, there are other places that's worth checking out, like besides for Barclays Center, of course, which where the Nets play. There's a good donut place called Donut Plant. Definitely worth checking out. Their coffee is amazing. I think they get their coffee from Brooklyn Roasting. Don't quote me on that though. Wow. You know, I normally bring wet nap with me. Today I forgot. Definitely a big rookie mistake because look how dirty my hands are now. Oh. They do have wet naps. Nice. I like this atmosphere too. Nice and cozy. Very chill. Very quiet. Which is why I kind of feel awkward filming here because I don't want to be too loud and disturb the peace. But I think I'm talking in, room volume, indoor volume, so hopefully I'm not disturbing anyone. Hopefully no one can hear me. I'm still trying to, not feel too embarrassed or too awkward. But also I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this while also be respectful for other people because I am sharing a space with everyone else, right? So it's kind of weird. Alright, now that I washed that down, have a little bit more of the... Ooh. Let me throw this out. Okay. I have a little bit more of the dirty fried rice. Ooh, it's so oily too. I mean the bowl. Because I touched it with my oily hands before. I'm not sure about you guys, but normally when I eat, especially with my hands, I only eat with one hand. I leave the other hand free and clean so I can do other stuff with it, like grabbing my beverage without worrying, getting it completely oiled up. But the chicken was so big, I needed both hands to handle it. So for regular dirty rice, what do they do? They just put it into a rice cooker and throw all the meat in there and cook it together? I mean, is that the difference between that and the dirty fried rice? Because I would assume, if you're going to have to cook the meat, you got to fry the rice also, right? I guess not. But, telling you right now, this is delicious. You know what would make it even better? Have some Chinese sausages. Give it a little bit of saltiness to it. So we have the peanut butter pudding with chocolate. Let's see how that tastes. There's some, I think there are peanuts on it too, on top of it too. Nice. There's caramel in it also. It's very sweet. Very, very sweet. The peanut butter is nice and melty. I'm not sure what kind of peanut butter to use though. It's definitely a lot sweeter than other peanut butters I've had. And after all that chicken, I am definitely ready for a long-awaited nap. But before I go, just to let you guys know, Pecking House, definitely worth trying. Go check it out if you're in the neighborhood. And if you're just visiting New York, don't be basic by just staying in Manhattan. Come to Brooklyn. There's plenty of places for you to check out, especially in that area by Barclays Center, or even go to Bay Ridge. But the food at Pecking House was delicious. Not just the chicken, the sides too, and the pudding. I definitely want to go back and try different flavors of the fried chickens and the different sides. And maybe next time I go, I'll bump into some of you guys. All right. And of course, all the information are in the description box down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please do me a quick favor and like and subscribe. It'll help me a lot. And until next time, hopefully you guys find some great eats. All right, see y'all next time.